What's up, guys? Let's have a reality chat about this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I've watched this show on and off. I believe this is the 4th season that just started coming on the OWN network a couple of weeks ago. But to be honest with you, it's kind of sad to watch. I believe that it is a good show. It's another Carlos King produced show, and he used to be one of the producers of The Real Housewives of Atlanta back in the day. So he's good for the drama. The thing about Love and Marriage Huntsville is this show is pretty much it's real for the most part. And I say for the most part because some of it just seems so unbelievable. And when I say some of it, I'm talking more so about who everyone seems to really be talking about on the show out of the 3 couples, and that is Melody and Martell Holt. All right. So the reason why this show has been kind of hard for me to watch over the past several seasons is because with this couple from the very first season, Melody and Martell, it was all about business and success, building homes and being real estate entrepreneurs. I believe she used to be a school teacher, and I also believe he used to be as well. And they've transitioned into becoming entrepreneurs, and that's highly commendable. But he has been unfaithful continuously. She alluded to it in the first season. She didn't really go into a whole lot of detail in the very beginning, but she alluded to a number of things. And then, she said something about when they were having an argument. He said something about, keeping people out of their marriage. And she said, well, you should have kept your penis in the marriage. So it's like, people in marriages, we know sometimes they go through things like that, and you can choose to either work it out and move forward from it, or you're going to say, you know what, this is a deal breaker for me and I need to move on from this. And he is somebody who is extremely narcissistic, a phrase that's used a whole lot more and more these days after having the president that we've had for the last 4 years being an extreme narcissist. It's something that you heard about a whole lot, that flawed personality characteristic. But yeah, when you have somebody who is narcissistic like he is, there's really no working anything out. So for me, I just couldn't understand for the life of me what would make her okay with sticking with somebody like this. But they're executive producers of this show as well. I believe it actually was maybe their idea also. So that's why I said for the most part, I believe the show is real. But when it comes to situations like that where, okay, you're executive producers of the show, you're showcasing your life, you're showing us the ups and the downs and the flaws, but are you holding on to this for continual and repeated storylines to keep the show going? And that's why I question it, because that was in the first season, and then you had the second season, and then I believe the third season. And the third season is when she wound up getting pregnant again with this guy. And there was so much chatter about him and his alleged mistress, who also has been on taped recordings having conversations about him, just completely disrespecting Melody and Martell's marriage. She was pretty much saying, well, he was with her and he was doing all of these things sexually with her, like just being very explicit and descriptive about things that they were doing, just completely disrespectful. And this was before Melody got pregnant with their 4th child. They already had 3 kids together. So why, for the life of me, I don't understand why she would have had another child with this man. But lo and behold, she did. And then in the previous season, before this most recent season that started coming on, it was like they were trying to work things out. They've been on social media and they've done interviews on social media and lots of different posts. There have been posts about, them trying to work things out, and then there have been posts about it not working out, and just a whole lot of back and forth stuff. So it just made me question, because the other two couples, Letitia, I believe her name is Letitia or Tisha, and Kimmy, those relationships seem, pretty real. And I mean, honestly, a little bit boring too. So what really brings the drama to the show is Melody and Martell, right? But the guy, he has no care for anyone but himself. He blames his wife for him being unfaithful, saying that, well, she wasn't doing certain things in the marriage, so he had to get it from someplace else. How freaking disrespectful can you be? They had 3 little kids. I mean, I don't know. And he's, I don't know. I'm not going to go there because, I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But in this most recent season, she is separated from him. She has filed for divorce. The season started out where she was staying with her brother who lives in Atlanta. And he's just, trashing her to anybody that he can speak to and meet with. He's trashing her to his mom. His mom is, pretty much on I won't say on her side, but on the side of them working things out, because she really likes Melody and she wants the marriage to work out. But he is just like disgusting. And his mom says to him, well, you're just like your dad. And he's like, well, I'm glad you know that. Just so arrogant. Oh my God. I just wanted to see her like slap him across the face. But I mean, apparently to me, the way it looks, although it's hard to discipline a man child once he's grown up, but I mean, it looks like to me that he didn't really get much of that growing up. So he is a product of his upbringing. And she said he's just like his dad. So there we have it. That's Martell. This is the product that Melody wound up getting married to. And he's no good for anybody. The man is in love with no one but himself. No one but himself. So on this most recent episode, she, meaning Melody, and Martell, they're meeting and they're talking about different things regarding the separation and things that they're going to split up and different things like that. And he is blaming her for business dealings and business transactions that may not be going forward because of his actions. Because a lot of business dealings, your actions and your lifestyle can be a negative factor with regard to them wanting to move forward with you in these things. And their relationship struggles has been in the media, in social media headlines a lot over the past several years. And people go through things in marriage. So it's not so much that they were going through things in marriage, but it is how he has been treating his wife. And the optics are horrible. So he's blaming her for it. Okay, he's blaming her for it. And then he's, like, how can she do something like this? Like, try to destroy my livelihood. So he put it out there just right there. All he cares about is himself and his livelihood. He could care less about the wife, her life, the life of the children, what it's going to be like for them growing up in a household where the parents are divorced, them having to hear about their dad from other people who may watch the show, when they start to get older, because the kids are pretty young right now, and just the other things that come along with him being on the show. He can't blame her for his actions, but that is exactly and precisely what he's trying to do. And not only that, blaming her for his actions, but trying to say, well, she was also unfaithful. And she said it. She said, look, I was not unfaithful to you, but when we were separated, I did talk to, another person, but I didn't take it there. I wasn't physical with this person. And I actually do believe her, because she doesn't strike me as that type that is just loose with her legs and just spreads them far and wide for anybody because she is vulnerable and down and wants to be made to feel pretty and vibrant and beautiful or sexy or whatever. She does strike me as a businesswoman, a family woman, somebody who really wanted to be in this marriage because she continued to try to make it work in spite of his actions, in spite of the embarrassment that he put at her feet with him going back and forth to this other chick. And this other chick, I mean, he's going to do the same thing to her if he's not already doing it. Well, there'll probably be some news coming out about somebody else that he's been seeing on this girl that has allegedly, reportedly been said to have been become pregnant by him, you know? So it's just really ridiculous. And so on this most recent episode, Kimmy is having a graduation party for her son and also celebrating her husband as well. And Letitia's mother, whose name is Wanda, they call her Miss Wanda, who says, you know, she's not messy. She considers herself as nosy. And I respect that. I respect her honesty in that. I don't believe she's messy either. But, you know, hey, a lot of us are nosy. It's like you hear something and you may want to just know a little bit more. Not saying everybody wants to take it there and find out all of the details, but most people, if they're hearing something, they're not just going to shut their ears off and say, I don't want to hear it. So yeah, I respect that about her. But when Martell came to the party, Melody was like, you know, this is my exit. I'm out. I don't want to be around him. I'm going. And Wanda had shown up to this little gathering as well. So Wanda wanted to just talk to Melody, and she did it off to the side. She didn't do it in front of everyone. And she was letting Melody know, like, you're beautiful. You don't deserve the things that you're going through. In a nutshell, that's pretty much what she was saying. And Martell, with his narcissistic, bullheaded, you know what, came over to Miss Wanda, who is his elder, and was completely disrespectful. Completely disrespecting this woman and saying that she was all in his business and she was talking about his kids on social media, which she wasn't doing. But hey, he wants to try to use his children as an excuse to be disrespectful to this woman. And she was letting him know, like, I never talked about your kids. And she was saying, you know, I think that the way that you're acting is, you know, you're acting like a bitch. And he had the nerve to say, you are a bitch. Oh my God. At that moment, I wanted to jump up and just like put my hands around this guy's neck and just shake him. How can you do something like that? But we're talking about Martell, right? Completely disrespectful, narcissistic, loves no one but himself. He loves the way he looks. He thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. And he thinks that his you know what doesn't stink, but it is foul smelling. It is disgusting. And I want no parts of it. And I'm glad that Melody is finally standing up and seeing that I am not somebody that deserves this. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of being treated with respect. I am worthy of so much more. And now I'm going to take my power back. So the way she's taking her power back is by filing for divorce. And I completely respect that. I really, really love that she's doing that and she's standing in it. I am hopeful that she will not back down, that she will not deter from the stance that she has right now, because it is the beginning of the season and we don't know. I mean, sometimes things are reported in social media and then later on things change. I mean, look at Cardi B and her husband. But anyway, I digress. Martell, just completely disgusting. And also another little side note, I didn't really recognize that he had a receding hairline until she stated that when she was talking with her mom, when she was packing some things up. She was like, you know, I loved him, right or wrong. I loved him with his receding hairline. And when she said that, I said, I have to see his head again. And sure enough, under the right light, you can see where that hairline stops, and that's why he shaved that head. That's why he shaved that head, because that hairline was receding. So just because bald is in, dude, don't think that you're the sexy, you know what, because really you just were trying to save your looks, and heavily being in the gym and just being all about your body and wearing the tight fitting suits to show off your muscles. And yeah, I said muscles. You are deplorable, and there's nothing attractive about anybody like that at all. So to the newfound baby mama and side piece mistress, whatever you want to give her the label of being, good luck with that. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this new season so far of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let me know your thoughts about Martell Holt, Melody Holt, and are you rooting for Melody to just keep her stance and just get out of this horrible existence with this man, or do you think that she's going to back down and wind up calling off the divorce Cardi B style? And let me know your thoughts about the other people. I just didn't really care too much to go into it because I don't do reality show reviews. If there's something on a show that I watch and I want to talk about it, I just choose to discuss it with you guys and also get your thoughts on it. So hey guys, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next video, I'm just being beautifully honest.